Shocked this morning, many saying his death came too soon.
CNN entertainment correspondent Nichelle Turner joins us on the phone now. Nichelle, tell me, what else are you hearing about what may have caused this crash?
Hey, good morning, Allison. Well, first of all, when you see the images of what's left of that 2005 Porsche that he was in, I mean, it just gives you chills when you see just that mangled mess of metal that's sitting there. But the information we're getting this morning, and it's still an ongoing investigation, that's what we're being told by the LA County Sheriff's Department. But a spokesperson from that department does tell CNN that they do believe speed was a factor in this crash. And we also had one of our correspondents, Alan Duke from CNN Digital, was able to make his way to the scene of the crash last night. And around the vicinity of the accident, there were a bunch of tire marks. It looked like skid marks, about 150 feet from where the car crashed. Pictures of these tire marks, and it looked like there were also some donut marks. Now, we also spoke with the LA County Sheriff's Department and asked about these marks on the roadway, asked if they were related to the investigation. All they could tell us right now is they don't know if the marks on the road are related to the crash, but they're not also ruling it out. So right now, we know that it was a single vehicle crash. There were no other cars involved. It looked like it hit a pole and a light and took both of those out before it burst into flames. But as far as what happened in the minutes leading up to the crash, that's still being looked at.
All right, people are already connecting this, Nichelle, to Walker's Hollywood character on Fast and Furious. But look, are there any real connections to this yet?
Well, according to Paul Walker, there were some connections and pretty much in the life lessons that he learned in shooting this franchise and kind of how his character developed. I mean, if you're a fan of the franchise, which there are so many, the last installment, Fast and Furious 6, that opened last summer, did $238 million, which was, number one, above expectations, but also led to the fact that they were going to shoot Fast and Furious 7 that they were in the middle of right now. But he said, at the beginning of this franchise, his character, Brian O'Connor, who was an undercover police officer infiltrating this street gang, this car street gang, was kind of wild and free and loose and had a little bit of a temper, didn't really think much about other people. But his character evolved in the franchise, and it ended up with he was just this guy with a big heart and loved his family. And Paul Walker says that's kind of who he became. He said he believed in celebrating the victories, and he also believed in just kind of living a good life. We're looking at some video here of the Fast and Furious franchise, and you see him behind the wheel of cars. He is a self-described adrenaline junkie. He was. He also called himself a metalhead. He loved cars. He was affiliated with some kind of car clubs outside of the industry, and it was just something that he loved to do, and so it kind of was his life on screen and also off screen.
Okay, Nichelle Turner, thanks for your reporting this morning. We're going to go ahead and check back with you in a bit for more details. We're going to have much more on the death of actor Paul Walker, so stay with CNN throughout the morning as we learn new information on his passing. We are going to bring it to you.
All right, the roads and skies will be packed today as millions of people head home from Thanksgiving. In fact, it could be the busiest day, one of the busiest travel days of the year. More than